Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of our FM19 Journeyman, where I've actually made a slight change of plans. I wasn't going to show the 2 cup games, but I changed my mind. Since I don't know how many games we have left at Troyes, I figured I would bring them to you just to essentially provide more content. If, like I said in the last video, if I can't get videos up while we're on vacation, I'll kick myself for missing games when, competitive matches that I could have bought you. So I figured we'd have a bit of a cup day, and we're going to play Tours and PSG in the French Cup and Coupe de la Ligue, respectively. Now, we have played a couple of friendlies in between the battering by PSG and this game. And, well, we beat Augsburg 2-1. Not a bad result at all. They're quite a good side. And then we beat Sommerzaz 4-0 with Passu getting 1 goal and Noé Stefan getting a hat-trick. So you might be thinking, oh, maybe he's back in form. Maybe we can play him today. No, he's injured. He's injured for 3 weeks. He's, not going to feature. But those of you who are paying attention will notice there has been a change of personnel. First things first, we have a new man, Borkowski. Now, he's I've bought him in to play left wing mainly, but he can play here, he can play here, he can play here. He's basically just a very adaptable player. We can play him in a lot of different places on the pitch. And I'm just hoping he can be an adequate backup wherever we need him. He can also play as a wide target man, which is just something a little bit different, to be honest. So, yeah, he's just came in just to fill in basically as a backup for a lot of different positions. However, he has came in for a reason, and that is because Delane Bakwa handed in a transfer request, and I did move him on for £3 million, which is slightly less than we bought him for, but we did get a good bit of use out of him. He played quite well whenever we played him, and he always, was okay, so yeah, we're moving him on. He's played well. Fair play to him. He wanted more game time, and we let him go for that. That's fair enough in my book. So, let's get into this game. Now, the rest of the squad is relatively straightforward, but yeah, actually, the entire squad is relatively straightforward. Just Borowski is now on the bench. So, let's proceed to the match, and we are going to need to give him a number. So, Tours FC, I mean, come on, it's a team that we should be beating, really. Now, they're playing a 4-5-1. Let's hand over to our assistant, who got a couple of good reactions. Not really many, but maybe this could be a chance to sort of get a really good result in a competitive fixture against a team we're significantly better than. They've got a throw in here very early into the game, but Gransor steals the ball. With less than a minute in, he knocks back to Marietti. Can he pick out a pass? Well, he goes for Quamena out on the left wing and finds him beautifully. We go for a cross. Marietti goes for the header, but it's just off the keeper and off the upright and can't quite find its way over the line, but we came very close. Another highlight here. Bordas on the ball, forward to Gransor, across to Marietti, who finds Horn out on the right-hand side. He puts the cross into the box. The say goes up, but it's just clatters the bar. Goes back to Horn, tries cross number 2, but it is cleared. We're having chances, but let's be honest, they're not really clear-cut. They're not decisive. So I'd like them to be, well, just a little bit better, to be honest, as well. We find Diabate with a pass from the goalkeeper, and we're going to look to try and build out from the back. Now, the fortunate thing is, every highlight so far has been in our favour, so even if they're not the best chances ever, at least they are ours, as we're passing it around the midfield very well. Gransor lumps forward, though, and they head down. Preti finds it. The first shot straight at the keeper, but the rebound he does manage to put away. A chance absolutely gifted to us. They tried to nod back to their keeper so that he could pick up the ball, and just absolutely scuffed it, put it straight in the path of Preti. And, well, absolutely disastrous from them. Preti's first shot there, not impressive, but the second one, a very lethal volley, and it did find the back of the net, putting us 1-0 up in the first half. We've got a throw-in. Horn finds Gransor. Can we find a second goal? I want some dominance here. I want a really good result. Gransor cuts inside, does get tackled, but Passu to Quamena. We're looking for a ball into the box. Gransor, back post. Can't quite find the back of the net. Saved by the keeper again. Their keeper's having a decent game, to be honest, but a lot of the shots he's saved are straight at him, as Preti goes close from a corner, but not quite. We're having good chances. We just can't guide them over the line. So, half-time, we're 1-0 up, and we've been by far the dominant team. I don't think we've really seen a highlight in their favour as of yet, but the goal sort of came from an error by them, and I'd kind of just like a bit more, to be honest, but that team talk didn't go down too well at all. Only one player reacting well, Cedric Horn. I honestly would just like better, though. These aren't even in our division. We should be beating these comfortably, not relying on their mistakes to get our only goal. As Bordas takes a free kick, and there we go. Elan Bordas bangs in another goal, makes it 2-0, smacks it in from the free kick. Very nice to see. A wonderful strike, by the way, excellently taken. It actually deflected off of the wall. It was less good than I thought. I thought he curved it over, but no, it just battered it against the wall's head and it flew in. But you know what? You'll take them. Well, we've got a highlight. Diabate knocking forward to Gransar. A third goal could be massive for sort of just the morale, the momentum to take forward into this next game against PSG. And I'd love another one, to be honest. Quamena out on the left flank, puts in the cross. Preti can't get there, but Marietti on the edge of the box. Back to Passu. Is he going to line up a shot? No. We've still played it slow and controlled, which is okay in my book, as we go back to Quamena out on the left wing. Can he find a cross? No, they clear it again. Remain back on the ball once more. We keep getting more and more chances. Gransar's on it, edge of the area. Can he find a shot? Slides forward to Passu, who just strikes and it's straight at the keeper. All that build-up for that. He could have just knocked it across the face of goal, and I think we'd had a better attempt just from a pass, but well, we've got another one here as Horn's on it, tries for a cross, they do clear, but Gransar on it once again, finds Marietti, and we just need shots, we just need chances, not from there. It's like I said the word we need shots, and he's like, well, you want shots? Okay, bang, no, not quite what I meant. Well, there's 15 seconds left to go, and it looks like it's going to be a relatively routine 2-0 win. I'd have liked a bit more against a team that's not even in our division. I don't even know if they're in the division below, to be honest. I'll take a look after full time, but, well, we did get the 3 points. We can't be too upset, so let's just say, passionately, well done. Just a nice victory. Good job. And then, yeah, let's move on to the next game. Now we've got PSG, who, a couple of games ago, battered us 5-0 in the league. It's not ideal, is it? But well, at least we can't have a worse performance, to be honest. I'd just like to go out there and prove that that isn't us, just have a better game, to be honest. So, yeah, where are our Troyes? They're in the French national division and we only beat them 2-0. It's not great, is it? I mean, I've liked a little bit more, but if we can beat PSG 2-0, I certainly wouldn't complain. I think we've done it. I think we've kept our job. The board are delighted to inform you that following the promise you made to them, they are now satisfied that you've done your utmost to keep it. Establishing our faith in you as a manager is vital for your long-term success at the club, and we are pleased to see you have firmly embraced that. As a result of the improvements you have made as manager, the board have cancelled any plans to relieve you of your role at the club. Going forward, the board hope you won't give them reason to regret their decision. It sounds like we've done it. At least for the short term, we have kept our job. Which, honestly, they said impress us and we lost 5-0 to PSG. I'm not sure I would have been as nice. But, well, they've decided they have, so all we can do now is take advantage of that. We need to bounce back and we need to start picking up points. But before that, we've got another cup game to get into. We've got PSG. We really need to not necessarily pick up a result, but put up a fight. We can't lose 5-0 again. So let's get into this game against PSG. We can come in on a high after hearing from the board that we are likely keeping our jobs and they've cancelled any plans to remove us from our position. So if there was ever any time to come into this on good news, it would be now. And you can see that the players are actually starting to gain a little bit of morale too. Obviously, our recent fixtures will have helped that, having a good win against Rennes, the battering, obviously, by PSG, but also the win in the Cup, the 2 friendly wins, and the win against Tours. They may be against lesser opposition, but wins are wins, and they're going to boost morale, and they're going to get players to just sort of gain a bit of confidence in themselves. If we can just not get smashed today against PSG, honestly, I think it'll be a decent result. So, let's submit the team. We're going out there with our full starting 11. And, well, I don't think Stefan's back yet. No, still 8 days and 3 weeks on him. So, well, it's not going to be easy. But I do think if we go out there and just play our good game, he's just been auto-numbered to 69. That wasn't intentional. But, I mean, that's a hell of a front line, isn't it? Vinicius Jr., João Felix and Leon Bailey. That's ridiculous, but Ruben Neves still at centre-half. That's so weird. Let's just passionately say We owe PSG after what happened in our... Actually, aggressively say that. We do owe them. Everyone's motivated. I'd hope so. They beat us 5-0 about 2 weeks ago. We definitely need a win. I've just realised that I said we need a win against PSG. That's a bit much, really, but we do have a highlight. We knock out to Diabate. If we can create a chance here, build out from the back, and maybe carve out a good opportunity, we might be able to take an early lead. Or Grandsar can give it away to them, get them into a false sense of security, and then we can win it back. No, never mind. They're going to push forward here. It's a good ball, and they strike, but, well, my Sonny windmills it very nicely, flaps, and it manages to push it away, as they are going to flick a ball into the box. Oh, no, actually, they play it to the outside. Ruben Neves knocks back to Bailey, but, well, we block the cross, see it out for a throw-in, and, well, deal with their attack relatively well, as they have a throw-in up in their own half. Can we win this? Bordas knocks down, and Asay is on the ball. Can we find a cross? Can we find anything? Quamena's going to flick into the box. No, we can't get on the end of it, unfortunately there, but... Well, we're putting the pressure on. We're racing back to claim this ball. Quamena, don't do anything silly. Okay, he just plays it on the floor this time to my Sonny. No aerial balls where he has to head it into their striker's path. And maybe a chance here for us to carve out an opportunity. It would be very, very nice. I've used that phrase like 3 times this match already. But, as say, on the left-hand side, well, it's a something. I don't know whether it was a shot or a cross or a ball over the top or what. But it went out of the stadium. It wasn't very good. Next opportunity might be better. They've got a throw-in in our area, but Bordas heads the first one clear. It does only fall to them, though, and they're trying to knock it around the middle of the park. If we can maybe win it back, we can have a chance, but no, Vinicius Jr., they've got so much attacking talent, as they're going to look to put in a cross. Horn heads the first one clear, but they get it on the edge of the area, and Mikhail Croissants manages to absolutely smash it. And it falls into the back of the net. It was, to be fair, a decent defensive effort. And for Cedric Horn to even clear it is quite impressive for one of the smaller players on our team and our right back. So, yeah, he didn't do too bad, but it was just no direction on it is sort of the problem. And you're a little bit more forgiving when it's a fullback. I remember Nasruddin doing it a few times too. And Quamena's certainly had his fair share as well, as Passu just gives it to Marietti. See, that's where I get annoyed, when a midfielder can't pass. That's a lot more annoying than a right-back not being able to head a ball. It's just, I mean, that's fairly unacceptable, isn't it? But we are 1-0 down. We need more opportunities, really. Murray's going to take a goal kick for them. Can we win it? Come on, someone rise up. We don't even challenge. And Vinicius Jr. knocks over to Bailey. Oh, come on, just give it me back. Just give me the ball and let's create a chance. Oh, God, he's deadly from range. He has absolutely got so much confidence. He's just peppering our goal. As Bordas takes a corner, back post, Preti, it's saved by the keeper. Oh, Murray, every single game we play against him, he just saves everything. Oh, please tell me this is the last time we're going to play PSG this season, because it's just a nightmare. It's just such a head game. You go into it just expecting them to batter you. It's a nightmare. But we are coming forward. Asay on the ball. Lovely little twirl from him there. As Grandsar heads forward. Preti on it. Strikes. And we are back to 1-1. But it's being VAR reviewed. Are we back to 1-1? He's consulting it. No, it's offside. No goal. Don't do that. That's just cruel. That's not... Oh, that's just not nice. So, half-time, we're 1-0 down. It's not the end of the world. It's not 4-0, is it? So, improvement, we'll take it. But let's just get aggressive and say we owe them. Let's just say the same again. And it got a decent reaction. We just need something. We just need a spark. We just need something to turn this around. Well, we've got a throw-in in our own half. Horn finds Grandsar with it. Can we create a chance as Preti's now on the ball? No, because the forward pass to Passu is poor. And, I'd like to see better than that. Our passing this season has been fairly atrocious, to be honest, and that is a good ball over as their player runs forward. My Sonny makes a great save. Some of these names are disasters to try and learn on the fly, as Afki is going to put in a cross, but Bordas gets clear. No, Marietti, just control it. You had so much space in front of you, and he just flicks it onto nobody as they flick in again. Diabate heads clear, but it falls to João Felix. Oh, just in the middle of the box. See, I feel like that's worse. Like, Horn not being able to head a ball, that's one thing because he's a right back. But Diabate's a centre-half. Sort of heading a ball should be part of his repertoire, really. And that's dreadful. That's just straight on the penalty spot. I mean, anywhere but there. Just put it out for a corner. If you can't get it clear, if you can't find a man, just stick it out for a set piece. But it puts us 2-0 down, and I think I'm going to make a change because... one man here, Derek Asay, is having a very poor game. So I'm going to bring on Borkowski, and I'm going to go for a wide target man on attack and see. I've never played with a wide target man on this game on FM19, so, well, first time, and we've immediately got a highlight. Bordas is on it, gets hacked away, flicks into the box, our wide target man heads across, and well, we found a goal. Pasu gets his first of the season, and it can't be denied. Our wide target man did have an impact. He won the header from across. It didn't really go where he wanted it to, but we got a goal. We're back to 2-1, and we're back in with a chance of trying to snatch something. He nods it across, tries to find Preti. They clear, but Pasu's header somehow finds its way past Murray. A very rare mistake, sort of, that we see from him. He's normally very good against us, but, well, he wasn't there, and to be honest, I'm not going to complain. We've got a throw-in, Quimena to Pasu. Can we find an opportunity as Bordas is on the ball? Finds Horn on the right-hand side. Put it in. Come on. Let's find a cross. There we go. Pasu can't win the header, though, and they flick out. Can we get on the end of this? No, they are now rushing forward. Bailey's on it. Plays inside to Vinicius Jr., and he strikes. If he'd have missed that, they should have been livid, because they had a man so open. He, could not have been in a better position, but it started with our chance. They had a little bit of hope, but no, it's PSG. It's only his 4th goal of the season, actually. That's quite surprising, but yeah, he does power it past my Sonny. And it's 3-1. We've got a 2-goal deficit to reclimb, but we do have a throw in. Horn, Marietti, back to Horn. Can we put a cross in? We can. And, well, our new signing scores. Hold on. What? What are we reviewing now? What? The 2nd goal disallowed for offside. This is... It's just playing with my emotions here. Well, they've got a throw and there's 10 minutes left to play. Can we win this? Well, Quimena flicks on but doesn't find anyone, and they're just going to put the cross into the box. And they've now got the ball on the edge of our area, and that is an absolute hammer of a shot. Both their central midfielders now scoring against us with very long-range efforts. And to be fair to them, they've played a very good game, but I feel like we were more in this one. I feel like we were just a little bit more competitive and at least looked like we were going to do something. You know, we've had chances, we've had opportunities which actually look good. We've had 2 goals disallowed for fractional offsides, to be honest, so you can't complain too much, but we have just been pumped again by PSG. Well, there's about 15 seconds left to go, and they're just knocking the ball around, seeing out the clock. It's another PSG battering, and it is going to knock us out of the Coup de la Ligue, but to be fair, I care a lot less when we've secured our job, I'm not going to lie. Matteo Preti had an absolute shocker, and I wish Noé Stefan was available, but he's not. So we're going to be sticking with him, or we're playing Lucas Corra, who, yeah, I think we're sticking with Preti, to be honest. But we looked better that game, I think. I think that's hard to deny. We looked better that game than we did the first time we played PSG. Or not the first time. The first time we played them, we beat them 2-0. But you know what I mean. Than the other recent fixture. It's not the end of the world that we lost that, to be honest. I'm not devastated. And now that we've kept our job, we've got 2 league games coming up. Angers and Angers. An opportunity to bounce back there if we can get 4 points maybe from those 2 games. Could be all good. Could be all good. So, that will be up tomorrow at 5:30. And, well, subscribe to the channel if you want to get that in your feed. Follow the Twitter, join the Discord. And, well, I hope you've all enjoyed this video. And I will catch you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, and goodbye.